Houston Police Chief Troy Finner says it has been a tough couple of days after another man was shot and killed by police. It's HPD's third deadly officer-involved shooting in just the last 4 days. This latest shooting happened just after 11 this morning outside the man's home on All Rover Street. Police say they were investigating a robbery at a convenience store when the man allegedly pistol-whipped a person and held them at gunpoint. On Friday, a man was killed during a shootout with police inside an apartment complex near downtown. Officers were responding to an assault-in-progress call when they say the suspect opened the door and started shooting. And on Thursday, police were called to two different robbery scenes, an insurance agency and then an ice cream store. When an officer spotted the suspect, police say that suspect pulled out a gun and shot at that officer. Tonight, Troy Kless joins us from HPD headquarters downtown after talking to a law enforcement expert who has trained officers. Troy.
All of these incidents will be reviewed by HPD, but law enforcement veterans say that while these shootings are tragic, oftentimes officers can feel that their life is in danger.
Everyone, it's been a tough few days in our city.
Police Chief Troy Finner acknowledging the losses of life. On Sunday, police say they responded to a robbery call outside this convenience store on West Fuquay and All Rover, where the suspect allegedly pistol-whipped a man and held him at gunpoint before riding a bike back to his house just down the street.
He sat on a bench. Officers, he still had the gun. Officers gave him commands repeatedly to drop the gun. At some point, he got up off the bench and advanced towards the officers. We had 3 officers discharged.
De-escalation doesn't necessarily mean that because...
David Thomas, a forensic studies professor with decades of law enforcement experience, says the commands are part of training.
So what generally happens is there's somebody there that should just be saying, hey, man, we just need you to put the gun down. Just trying to talk to them to get them to put the gun down. Nobody needs to get hurt.
He believes at some point the officers find themselves in danger.
As much as police want to be reasonable and they're trying to be reasonable, there are times that, that challenges them. This is going to challenge them. There's a certain amount of stress that's there that probably hadn't been there in the past.
Chief Finner says officers have faced increasing danger in the past few years, but are trying to be part of an effort to keep the city safe.
They were very patient and trying to get him to drop the weapon and make another decision. But, when people make up their minds and they're committed to whatever act they're going to do, it's not too much you can do about it. It's just take.
The suspect, a 45-year-old man, died on the scene. Now, again, this shooting is going to be reviewed by the Houston Police Department and also the Harris County District Attorney's Office. In downtown, Troy Kless, KHOU 11 News.
Troy, thank you.